Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. So today I'm going to be doing a devotion. Now my dad asked me to do devotion and I was thinking about what I could kind of film and do. And I thought what I'm going to do is talk to you about my class and what young people are going through at the moment, because it's something obviously I can relate to. Now, if you didn't know, I am in year 10, 4 years with this group of people in the class that I'm in with now. And I just want to kind of tell you about the reality of it and that they go through. Now, if we all actually turned up to school, my class, which would never happen, it'd be a miracle if it did, but there'd be about 26, 27 of us. And in that group of people, there are so many people that have their own issues. I've got a list here. I'm just gonna read out just some things that some of the people go through in my class that I've just managed to write down. 2 people in my class have alopecia, which basically is where they lose hair because of anxiety and depression and basically like just mental health issues, which I as a girl myself, like I just can't imagine like losing all of my hair and, you know, having to go through that is just, it's hard for them. In the 4 years that I have been there, 2 of the people that used to be in my class now don't come to school anymore because of anxiety. We recently had a girl in my class that were doing PE, and obviously when you do PE you've got to take like your top off and everything, you know, get changed. And both of her arms, she had self-harm marks, all of her arms. I got a text from a girl who recently lost her great grandma. Her granddad is dying, and she doesn't have a very nice relationship with her dad at all. It's quite abusive. And then I got a text today actually from her saying that her granddad passed away as well, and it's obviously it's horrible to see somebody like that, because she's quite a quiet girl, and just to see her go through that it's horrible. And then another one of my quite close friends has got quite bad anxiety to the point where we can't go to certain places without her having a panic attack. She can't be with more than, if she's with a big group of people, big crowds, it all just makes her have a panic attack because of anxiety. The amount of loss that my class has gone through, the amount of people that have lost, you know, family members, I would say at least 20% of my class don't have a dad or is not, you know, involved in their life, which again is something I can't even imagine. There's one boy in my class that I am good friends with, and you know, he has not had it easy. His dad isn't there. His mum just don't really care what he does when he does, you know. His way of coping with the stress of everything that he goes through is alcohol and drugs. He, you know, the amount of drugs that he takes on a weekend is ridiculous. And you know, I say to him, look, you know, what do you want to do with your life? You know, where do you know, what are your dreams? And you know, it's like, oh, I don't want anything with life. You know, he never does any of his work that he's set. And I'm like, come on, you know, do something, you know, get something done. His dream job is to be a drug dealer. And, you know, I wish I was sarcastically saying that, but that is genuinely what he wants to do. That is how he sees his life going. He says, as long as I can get some food, then I'll be alright. And it's like, that's all he wants in his life. Some issues that my class go through. Now, the main kind of thing of this devotion is that all these people that go through this, you know, anxiety, it's mental illness is obviously something in like my generation that is so much bigger than physical, and that is taking a lot more lives as well. And you know, anxiety, it's not like physical pain. You can't just treat it with a bit of, you know, paracetamol and off you go. It's different. It's mental. And I know and I believe that the biggest thing that can take away things like depression, anxiety, and there is only, you know, one answer to that all, and that's God. And the need, I can see all of the people in my class, they need Jesus, and it's hard to see them all go through what they go through and just be like, just so lost. If I ever, there's one boy that I always go, look, I'll pray for you, I'll pray, and every time I say that, he'll go, oh, don't waste your life doing that, don't waste your life praying, there's no God out there, and he will defend it to the point of, and even though he's fighting so hard, and he fights so hard to, he's like, God's not real, but you can see how much he needs God, and how much, even though he's trying to deny it so much, because you can tell that he knows there's something. And I think that with a lot of my class, if I say I'll pray for you, it's like they'll look at me as if I've just fallen off Jupiter or whatever, like on another planet, but they need it. And I would really ask you to pray, mainly for not just my class, but for this generation, and for 10F4, which is my class. They are quite a bunch of people, and I'd just ask you to pray for them, because they have gone through some really hard stuff, and they're all so desperate for Jesus. Enjoyed this. I hope it's given you an insight into the classroom other than all the work, and yeah. And I hope that you all have a lovely rest of your day. I know it's Saturday, so go have a nice relaxing time, and thank you all for watching.